Hey, good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a fantastic day. I'm at least trying to make a commitment. I'm not trying, I am making a commitment for at least 2 videos per week. And so we're going to go ahead and get this one done. I'm not really prepared for it or anything like that, but sometimes you just got to say what and make it happen. So, it's a funny thing. If you don't know who I am, my name's Robert, and I'm kind of on a journey as far as trying to reach financial independence. And for lack of better words, I'm pretty close to that in the sense that I work as much or as little as I want. My bills still get paid and everything. And I've done that through real estate. And really, with talking with a tremendous amount of people that are financially in a position that I would trade places with, there's really only 2 ways that you're going to get to that point, and that is to either buy real estate or get involved in dividend-paying stocks. And the big thing behind that is that you have to get involved with something that you only pay for one time, but it continues to pay you over time and puts more money in your pocket. Just like if you got a hot dog cart, or say you own a Subway sandwich shop, those can be great money makers, okay? Vinyl siding business, construction business, advertising firm, they can all be great. But once you stop the business, the money stops. And it's a great thing to do is to have a business to generate and leverage your time to bring in more cash, but then take that and put into something, either real estate or dividend-paying stocks, mutual funds, something like that, that will put money into your pocket. So there you have it. I was going down the road the other day, and I just kind of noticed this. I'm driving that 01 Chevy that I got. It's a 4-wheel drive, extended cab, short bed. To me, it's just a really good looking truck, and I like the truck, and then it's got the 8.1 liter in it. It'll pass everything but a gas station, okay? The big thing with that truck is that I think I paid $4,200 for it, and I wanted it for a backup for the dump trailer hustle. And the thing is that, I bought a brand new, I think it was 2021 Dodge 3500 with the Cummins turbo, diesel in it and everything. Had problems with it. First 200 miles, computer goes out, and then at about 40,000, something filter, whatever. But I ended up writing a check for $9,000 and giving it back to them, and got rid of that. The thing is that it had an $800 a month payment with it, but it also had almost $800 in maintenance every month between oil changes and things of that nature. And so it was a very expensive proposition, and I run the dump trailers like I used to. So, I've got that Chevy with the big motor. Now, it's got the same horsepower as the diesel had, but it doesn't have the same torque. Big difference right there. So, the thing about it is that I'm tooling along in my Chevrolet, and it's raining. And I noticed something, that as you dial up the windshield wipers, they go faster, the more clear the windshield is for us to be able to see it. And I started thinking about my life and how, for lack of better words, when I don't do anything, my vision can get, it becomes difficult to see. And the thing is that when I put more time and effort into my life, and especially like with me, and taking a look at me, my behaviors, why I do things, why I say things, the things that I do. And, I love playing poker, okay? I used to do it almost full time. And the thing is that I just never had enough money to survive the swings of being, we'll call it, a professional poker player. The other thing is that I'm not a night owl, and that's when most of the action happens, is at night with poker. And so it just doesn't suit me. Now, I do enjoy playing recreationally on a part-time basis, get a lot of satisfaction. And one of the things is it's very relaxing in the sense that when I'm at the table, all I'm doing is concentrating on is what's going on right in front of me. You know, the rest of life, the properties, the employees, everything else just goes by the wayside, and I'm not worrying about it. So it is relaxing for me. And I say all of that in the sense that, you know, I have to sit there and look at what it is that I'm doing in every hand that I get involved with. Is it a good investment? If I make this call, as far as the bet, what's the flop going to be? What's the best that I can hope for? And what's the likeliness of that getting there? You know, it's real easy to play what we call results oriented, which means that, you know, if you hit a long shot one time, you're likely to keep on trying to do that. Well, here's the problem with that is that over the long haul, the math is going to work out, and that's a losing lifetime play. Just the same as not taking a look at my behavior is going to be a losing lifetime play. And so I try to be like the windshield wiper and I'll let the control make it go more so that I have a better picture. And the thing about it is that, you know, you got Jocko Willink out there and then David Goggins, two famous SEALs that have done real well with social media, going on the motivational speaking, writing books, becoming authors and things like that. And both of them hammer about own it. You know, I was reading something about Jocko the other day and somebody would say, man, we got this mission canceled, and he'd say, good. And then he said, this guy would come to me and say, hey, you know, we got a problem with these weapons right here. You know, they're not functioning. Well, good, you know. And hey, we got a problem with, you know, the batteries on the infrared aren't working. Well, good, you know. And he said, finally, this guy comes to me one time and says, I just want you to know this is going on, but I already know what you're going to say. You're going to say, good. And his whole thing is that, okay, well, if we're not going on this mission, that gives us a chance to be better prepared for another mission. If these things aren't working properly, then this gives us a chance to make them better or find a better replacement for them. And just the same is that, you know, I have to take responsibility for what goes on with me. What part do I play? Okay. Sometimes life just comes out left field. You know, you get in a car wreck, you know, somebody breaks into your house, somebody steals your identity, you know, something happens that you don't have a tremendous amount of control over. And guess what? That's the price you pay for participating. And so the thing about it is that regardless, I have to keep the dial on the windshield turned up to give me the best picture possible. And that's me constantly looking at, you know, what it is that I'm doing, taking a look at my actions, you know, and improving myself. And, you know, most of the people that I study and look at their material, read their material, you know, one of the things that I constantly hear over and over is the best investment is yourself. You know, you can see behind me, I spent some money on this bookshelf, okay? I've read probably about half of them. Last year, or not last year, but 2022, I read 48 books. I think last year I read about 36 books, you know, and it's just, you know, this is a book that I bought. Somebody recommended it. Haven't got it started yet, and you'll see in here, a lot of these have got pieces of paper in them. And the reason for that is that I want to make sure that I don't read the book the same book twice in 1 year. And so I'll say the date started, the date finished, and then put it on the shelf and everything. But again, that, in my opinion, is the best investment that you can make, is investing in yourself, you know. And that's part of my way that I turn my dial up for the windshield. I want to hear how you turn the dial up on your windshield in your life. Whatever it is, leave it in the comments. I want to hear. If I can help in any way, I'll give you 15 minutes of my time for free. Yes, I do mentor people. It is not the cheapest thing in the world and everything. I will say this. If I'd gotten a mentor 22 years ago when I first started on my journey, you know, I'd be light years ahead of where I'm at right now. Now, I'm going to say this. More than likely, 90% of the people that hear that automatically say, you know what, I can figure this out on my own. Why? Because that's what I did. Okay. And if you're a hustler, you're an entrepreneur, you're an opportunist, you're a narcissist to a certain degree. You've got to be successful. Okay. And part of that is our ego that says, hey, I got this. I can figure it out on my own. Absolutely. You will as well. I guarantee that. Okay. The thing about it though is that, and I'm not trying to promote mine. I'm just telling you what I have found is that one, somebody, like me as an example, you get 48 books of knowledge if you use me. Okay. You get 22 years of real estate. You get 22 years of me building contacts, okay? And the thing about it is that that's where the relationship proves to be invaluable, and that's real hard to be able to put a price on. I had one gentleman that came under me, and I ended up sharing 3 different things with him that saved him about $80,000. And he was like, I would have never thought about that in a million years. That was 22 years worth of experience. So whatever it is that you do, I mean, if you wanted to become an Olympic swimmer and had a chance to study under Greg Louganis, it would be idiotic, stupid for a person not to take that opportunity, okay? And the thing about it is that so many of us are like, well, no, I got this and everything. I get it. I assure you I do, okay? I have an accountability coach today. I work with somebody myself. I highly, highly recommend it because that will help you with the dial on your windshield. Hope you have a fantastic day. If I can help, there's an email in the description. You send me a phone number, I'll give you a call, and you get 15 minutes of my time for free. Ask me anything you want, okay? My only suggestion is be prepared. And if you're one that screens calls, I call one time, and I'm not calling you back, and I'm not going back and forth because it's for free. Have a wonderful day.